Glory be to God. It's November 15th, 2023. I wanted to put this video out before you continue to watch the video that you're watching right now. The videos that you're about to witness is past videos that I'm just now releasing to everyone. This was part of my purpose, part of God's will, to expose the enemy, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, to expose the enemy. This is a learning video. The videos that I put out is not to disrespect my wife. It's not to embarrass her, because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I've been through this journey of spiritual warfare for a reason. And I hope everybody looks at these videos with a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind. And if you don't know the Word of God, get into it, read it, have a better understanding, and then come back and look at these videos. My videos, they all will have dates on the videos, so you can watch them in order. It's a reason why you have to watch them in order. You're going to see me grow in these videos. You're going to see how God maneuvered and changed things in my life in these videos. These videos is for everybody out there that may be going through the same thing I'm going through, but don't have no answers. Well, in these videos, I'm going to show you what spiritual warfare looks like. I'm going to show you how to fight and know that the strategies of the enemy, like the Bible tells us, why they do what they do. Trust me, I searched all over YouTube for the last 8 years, and I haven't came across nobody that's really had video evidence of demonic demons controlling people that they love, or somebody explaining through their experience on live of what just took place and why it's happening. I need y'all to go back and watch my testimony series so you can have a better understanding of who I am, and watch these videos in order. I will put the dates on them, and my thumbnails will be color coordinated for the years from the time I started until today, and what changed and how did it change, because it's different type of demons that control, and they all do something different, and I'm gonna break every single one of them down on how they do and what you have to do to fight it based off God's word. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And just know I did this for y'all. I did this for y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know y'all, but I love y'all. I love it. I love each and every one of y'all, because this was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than my wife. It was for y'all. This is what God wanted me to do. Enjoy the video. So this is part 2, continuing. I didn't want the video to get too long. So the rest of the day, we get on the boat. The rest of the day, she go in the room. She gets to the room before me. She hops in the shower. Because, you know, when you take those ATVs, you be dusty. Once she gets out, I go in. Ain't said nothing to her. She ain't said nothing to me. I ain't said nothing to her. Now, if she wanted to talk, I don't have a problem talking. But I know she on demon time. And that demon ain't trying to talk. So when she gets back to her regular self and want to talk, perfectly fine. I'm good with it. But like I said, I make these videos and sometimes I forget the stuff that I say when it comes to the enemy and his strategies. And I just got reminded just now, right? So, and I'm going to tell you what. So from 4:30 till this morning, we ain't said 2 words to each other. Not because I don't want to talk to her. It's because she don't want to talk to me. Like I said, if she wanted to talk to me, cool. Let's talk. Let's be cordial. Let's be cool. Let's get back to how things was. But when it's the enemy, everything is extreme. It ain't, oh, I'm mad at you. I'm going to be mad for a couple hours. Or I'm going to be mad for 30 minutes. No, the enemy, when that enemy's really controlling you, you're going to be mad all day. They're going to be inside that host all day, as long as they can. I'm not, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I can't be angry. You could be angry. You just got to control your feelings and not let your feelings control you. That's the difference. That's the difference. You got to be in control and you can't let your feelings control you. So now, if you've seen the last video, I broke down her mom normally watches our kids. We got 2 babysitters. Her son, he's 14. He's supposed to be helping out. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun with people that grew up with siblings and you had to watch your siblings. Nothing new. Our parents didn't give us a praise and a thank you or anything. It was just, it's part of life. It's normal. Watch your little sister or your little brother until we get home. That's just what it is. But it ain't like he was in here by himself watching the kids at 14 years old. Like I said, his grandma was here. The kids go to daycare. They went to daycare on a Friday, came home. She had a babysitter come Friday evening, watch the kids for 2 hours. Same thing on Saturday, same thing on Sunday. Now, the kids didn't go to a daycare on Saturday and Sunday, right? They went today, but they didn't go on a Saturday and Sunday. But they're supposed to be here and help watch the kids. Now, we know when we come home, the house is going to be tore up by the kids. Because for some reason, her mother, that's fine. She ain't trying to clean up anything. They ain't trying to pick up after them, nothing. You go to her house, though, she constantly cleaning. But I'm not complaining. Thank you for watching, being here. In case something really happened, you was the adult here to take charge. the 14-year-old. Thank you, you know, you doing what you supposed to do. And we appreciate it. But this is the problem, okay? This is when the second storm took place. And I should have been more aware. And this is what I was talking about earlier in the video. So I said, we drive all the way back home. I don't say nothing to her. She don't say nothing to me. We come in the house storm. Like, you know, the road runner just ran through this mug, right? So the grandma is in our son's room because it's downstairs. We had put him into the guest room, right? Now, since he's been living with us for almost 2 months, but he's been coming around. It ain't like he's new to the rules of the house or anything like that. He's been coming around. He's just lazy and he's trifling, and he just want to be on his phone on the video game. That's all he wants to do. Now I'm the man of this house. I come, I'm looking. I'm not worried about what the girls done did. That's normal. They 2 and 3. Will be 3 and 4 in November. What made me more upset, and I didn't even make a tirade of it, is the guest room. You got underwear on the floor, you got socks on the floor, you got candy wrappers, torn up tissues on the floor, clothes that's your clothes that was washed that you did not even attempt to fold up and put up. Bed is just a mess. You ain't trying to make the bed up or nothing. All you doing is what you want to do. Something that only takes not even an hour to do. Let's say make up the bed, clean up this dang room, takes about 15 minutes. If that, depending on how quick you are to doing it. Ain't nobody saying that they got to be military style, bed made, or anything. But everything on this floor, vacuumed, tissues, candy wrappers, underwear, socks, all your stuff, like melatonin, container, the cap for the container is not with the melatonin. So where's the melatonin at with the gummies that we give the kids? To the point I'm thinking like this little dude done gave the kids melatonin on this whole weekend, when it's supposed to help put them to sleep. But why is the top not on it? You give them melatonin and you screw the top back on. That's simple. You take it off, you put it on. It's the reason why I got a top on it. If the girls get to the melatonin and they thinking it's gummy, they just go, something bad could happen. I don't know what happens if you take about 5, 6, 7, 8 melatonin gummies. So anyway, I'm trying to, I said, I'm going to have to talk to DJ. Oh, you don't have to talk to my son. You need to be thankful that he's watching the girls. This is stuff that we done talked about before about him being trifling. You didn't take the trash out. It was a soaked ass diaper on a counter instead of it being in the wastebasket. If you change the diaper, put it in the wastebasket. It's that simple. Don't leave it on the counter. In the hallway. You're moving too fast. It's one task at a time. That's all it is. You can't do a million tasks at one time. If you're not capable of doing it, then don't do it. Do one task at a time. Change this diaper. Get her a new pull-up. Put the new pull-up on. Put it in the trash. Move on to the next thing. That's it. That's simple. Then the diaper was really soaked. So I don't know if my baby did all that during the night, or she had that damn diaper on, pull up on, since 8 o'clock last night, and then put a new one on her that night before she went to bed. I don't know. That's a question I'm going to have to ask, because the instructions was, and I heard his mom say this, put on her a pull-up before she goes to bed. Now, like I said, that damn pull-up was drenching. You know when it's really full because you can feel the wetness from the bottom coming out and it's going on your hand? That's how drenched the damn pull-up was. I can't accept that happened on one night of sleep. It's like she had that pull on since 7 o'clock, and you didn't do what you want to do because you're so distracted playing video games. Instead of doing what you're supposed to do, you're not doing what you're supposed to do because you're too quick to play the video game. This is stuff that we done told him about. Do what you're supposed to do. So now my wife is now the enemy's using her, right? I'm not saying anything like I'm a bust his ass or I'm a whoop him but she keeps telling me, don't say nothing to DJ. You say something to DJ, watch and see. What do watch and see mean? Watch and see what? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like, I'm not telling him, as long as I'm not disrespecting him, belittling him, I should be able to pull the 14-year-old to the side and say, look, dude, when we're gone and you're watching your sisters, I need you to do better. You still got chores. Just because you're watching your sisters don't mean you stop taking out the trash. You don't clean up after yourself. You don't make your bed up. You don't do your weekly chores. Your weekend chores. That don't mean all that stop now. Because it ain't like you watching your sister. All you really doing is just making sure they're not getting into stuff that they ain't supposed to get into. That's it. They ain't in the bathroom. They ain't opening up no pills. They ain't messing with no knives. They ain't messing with no forks. That's pretty much it. Put their little TV show on. Give them whatever snacks for lunch. Make their lunch. Put them on some pajamas. That's it. That's all you got to do. But your chores should be done. She making it seem like I'm mad, but she ain't listening. She's making it seem like I'm mad that the whole house is dirty and he's supposed to clean up the whole house. Those words never came out my mouth. To the point, she's disrespecting me now. Calling me nigga, calling me out my name, yelling and screaming. So now, like I said, the spirit ain't living. It ain't in me so tough. You get loud, I'm getting loud now too. You want to get loud, I get loud too. To the point, I start calling her fat. I don't even call her fat. I don't even call her fat. You calling me nigga, you calling me this, but it's okay when you call me fat. But when I call you fat, it's magnified times 10. To the point, I'm upstairs right here. She's downstairs right there. She gets on the phone. She's supposed to be taking her mother to the train station. She gets on the phone and calls the police talking about, I need somebody to keep the peace. Keep the peace for what? You was just yelling at me and cursing. I can say whatever I want to say in my house. I ain't put my hands on you. I ain't got in your face. I can say whatever. Matter of fact, she hit me again in my face. Hit me again. She hit me again. Then got in my face, kiki, smiling and laughing, saying, what you gonna do? That ain't nothing but enemy. That ain't nothing but the enemy. That ain't nothing but the enemy testing me, trying to trigger me to do something to her once again. But at this point, I'm already telling myself, this ain't nothing but that ain't nothing but an enemy trick. Don't bite, Rashad. Don't bite. That ain't nothing but the enemy trick. It's not even like we was yelling, like I was yelling. I said, all I'm saying to her is, and it echoes, as y'all hear, it echoes. I can say whatever I want to say to DJ. This is my house. I'm the man of the house. If I want him to follow the rules, he's going to have to follow the rules. I'm not telling him nothing that nobody else would be saying. You say something to DJ. I said, you know what? If you don't like me saying what I need to say to DJ under my roof, he could go back to his daddy's house. That's simple. Because he ain't complaining. You the one that's complaining. She's the one that's complaining. But how am I to tell, like, how can you get mad because the man of the house want to tell your son that you need to keep your responsibilities even when we're not home? Because I come from a generation watching your siblings and your parents was gone. If they went to casino, if they went to a family member's house, if they went to the border, if they went to Vegas, for people that live out here in LA, California, and you had to watch your siblings at 14, 15, 16. So we was watching each other at 12, 11, 12, 13. They would tell us, they would call us and say, my house better be clean by the time I get home. It's memes with people joking around saying, man, I remember that. Don't answer the phone. Don't go to the door. Don't anybody knock. Don't look out no windows. Don't look out the peephole. Don't say nothing. But we all got that. My house better be clean by the time I get home. And that means clean up after your siblings if you was the older sibling. I'm not saying clean up after your siblings. I'm saying clean up after yourself. Stop being trifling. Stop living a trifling life. But she calls the police. For what? For what? You was the one yelling too. You ain't gonna tell them that you hit me in my face, right? Huh? And I can't tell her because then that takes away from anything that we trying to do. And the funny thing about it, she tried to tell me about, she comes to me like it's a threat. This is what she said. This is how it all popped off. Next time we go on vacation, Rashad, if we're going to go to Chicago, we need to have a full-time nanny watching the kids, else we ain't going on no vacations. I'm looking at her like, we already have babysitters coming for 2-3 hours watching the kids, and we got a 14-year-old and your mama. What you talking about? What you talking about? So if you don't want to go on these vacations, that's fine. You ain't threatening me, but that's how she tried to put it out there. Like, oh, we better be having a full-time nanny be up in here, else we ain't going on no more vacations. If you don't want to go on no vacations, which that's what you like to do. This is your thing. I live without going on vacations. This is new to me. This is what you always wanted. This is what we strive to do. This is what we do. She was like, you'll be going to Chicago by yourself. Okay. You coming with a threat. Why are you coming with threats? So it's my fault that the house looked like the way it looked. It's my fault. Nah, it's your mama, technically, and your son's fault. Because they just let the kids do whatever they want. Your mama let the kids do whatever they want, but it don't happen when they at her house. But like I said, I'm not saying that the mama got to be the maid, and I'm not saying that they got to super clean up, but if y'all would have seen the way the house be looking, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, people. But I'm thankful that her mom is able to watch the kids. Where I'm more concerned was my stepson not being able to pick up after himself. That's my problem. I don't have a problem picking up after the girls and vacuuming and picking up their little toys and whatever they got up into. I don't have a problem with it. But again, being 14, something should click in your head and say, that's not normal. Let me vacuum this up. Not, oh, you know what? I didn't do it. They did it. So it is what it is. No, it don't take much to vacuum. It don't take much.